this thing. What's up, everyone?
What's going on?
We're here with Matt, the owner of Truckhouse.
Yeah.
Dude, this thing's incredible, man.
I appreciate it.
We came out to your place in Reno a couple years ago, and you actually took me out on a ride in
No, we didn't ride.
We mobbed.
We mobbed. We did mob.
We
drove. We were hitting curves, then we hit the fire roads, then we were rallying. You couldn't believe it.
Dude, you had me jaw dropped. All right, we got the Truckhouse coming. Look at this. He's cruising. And then when you just pulled in this thing yesterday, I don't know if you saw me, I was jaw dropped again. Oh, dude, can't miss this thing. Heck yeah, dude, it looks like we are. God dang, that thing's beautiful.
Dude, let's start at the front. Let's go up here.
All right, yeah, let's go to the front. So AEV Prospector.
AEV
so that's the big
Prospector.
thing. It's not just Truckhouse. You guys worked with AEV on
Yeah,
this.
so we, as you know, you came to our shop.
Yeah.
The Tacomas were fully custom.
Yeah.
We were doing back halves, the chassis. We were doing custom axles, custom brakes, long travel, supercharger. All that stuff was on us. It was a great vehicle. You rode in it.
Oh, yeah.
We did 40 miles an hour in the dirt, rough dirt, mob it, right? Smooth, quiet, comfortable. It was a lot of work. It was 400 or 500 hours to build the truck before we built the box. A lot of custom parts, a lot of responsibility on our end. We were able to work with AEV, who we think is the best truck builder in the country, maybe the world. They're really tied in with the OEs, do a lot of stuff with General Motors, with Ram, and with Jeep.
Yeah.
Being able to tie in with them is huge. Takes a little bit of weight off of our shoulders here, not having to build the truck. And they just do a phenomenal job. They retain all factory warranty, all steering geometry. Thing is on 41s. My mom could drive it. Super, super, super easy to drive.
Yeah.
All the suspension geometry, steering Ackerman, angles, roll center, all is designed by them to be freaking perfect. And then they became friends with us and helped us with some exterior surfacing, why it's so beautiful, helped us with some mounting solutions, swing out design. AEV Dave and his team are geniuses, and it's been really cool to kind of get a sneak peek into the OE level design. But yeah, here she is.
It's incredible. So AEV bumper up front,
Yep.
the come up winch.
Yeah, 20,000 pound come up winch, AEV bumper, all galvanneal steel. That bumper may look plastic because it's so conformed, but it's actually steel.
Oh, wow.
And it's stamped in a 6-story stamp. Galvanneal steel can do 15-year corrosion protection, E-coated in Detroit. I mean, a whole nother level. Normal powder coat lasts 2 years, that's gonna last 15.
Wow.
Huge difference. But you start looking at the box, just in true Truckhouse fashion, we made sure that it matched. So body lines match, fender flares match. We even do our own thermoformed fender flare to match the AEV front fender. The cool thing about the box, which I don't think I've ever seen before, is there's not a flat piece on the entire thing. So the whole surface has been designed, not a single flat piece. So there's what we call tumble home, which is the curvature, like on the side of a vehicle going up. So there's tumble home on the whole side of the camper. The front cab over pinches in 3 inches each side, so it kind of narrows.
Yeah.
We have patent pending hyperfoils, what we're calling them, high pressure reduction. So those are actual active ducting on the front of that cab. And so you get high pressure wall when you're driving on the front and low pressure on the sides from air going past. So it'll actually pull air from that leading edge around the corner and control the drag induced vortices. So that means that we're gonna get better fuel economy, quieter ride, more stable. Really like OE automotive design in that aspect. Really,
Dude, this next level. I haven't even heard these words from people. Like the stuff that you guys are thinking of. I just told you off camera, it's almost like you're just trying to one up yourselves.
I mean,
and I think you have.
I appreciate that. It's a weird thing. I mean, we've been friends since I built the Sunraider.
Yeah.
When you're building stuff like that, it's like, I chase perfect. That's what I do. When I was building the Sunraider, I'm chasing this level of perfect, right? I finished it and I got to here. Because you can never get to perfect.
Yeah.
When we built the Tacomas, well, I got a good crew. We all learned more skills. Our new level of perfect was here. With the Tacoma, we got to here.
Yeah.
Our new level of perfect is here. We still only got to here. So you always got to be chasing it. So
yes,
we are trying to one up ourselves every time, every day.
Yeah.
All the details matter. Some changes from the Toyota, like I said, nothing is flat. We build everything in-house, full carbon fiber box, all vacuum infused, frameless windows, so there's no more frames around the windows. Every detail is really important to us, so we even use Ram marker lights on the camper to match. Everything matches there.
Wow.
You've got your integrated L-track, really cool lateral rub rail up there. So that's 2-inch DOM, 120 wall. So that's a real rub rail. You can really hit that on something.
Yeah.
You've got integrated skid in your belly.
I love, dude.
And then the rear skid, yeah.
I love all this because if you're gonna wheel a camper, if it's 4x4, you should probably try to wheel it.
It's on 41s. Where are you going?
Yeah, go wheel it. And
mob it.
Mobbing. You're gonna go mobbing.
You gotta mob it.
And you're gonna push it up against trees.
No fat, right there.
And right there, you're good.
Yeah, you need to.
Dude.
And the thing has tumble home, so actually it's getting narrower the whole time it's going up.
Oh, got you. Yeah, with that curvature,
and
the
the
tumble home, you're saying. Yeah.
And the curvature on the front cab overs kept curving in, so that ends up getting narrower. And then,
and then like you were saying,
integrated
everywhere on the bottom, you're like, dude, you can come and slam that down.
Yeah, I mean, a lot
These are like rock crawling strength, like
built in. That's 3/16 plate. and 120 wall 2-inch DOM.
Yeah.
A lot of our competitors have a door here, and then they hang a big old janky set of stairs right here.
Yeah.
You wheel.
Yeah, you
when you
crush
come off
them.
a rock.
You crush your stairs.
Crush them.
Yeah. That's why we built my bumper like
integrated.
super solid, so you can come and slam it in case you need to. And it's not that you're gonna all the time, but you can go up, you can see the trail ahead and be like, okay, I'll drag through that. It'll be cool.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
No fuel doors, no water fills. All that stuff is hidden behind hatches. So that's all integrated. All those handles will lock with your Ram key fob. All the hard points on the
with the key fob?
Ram key fob, all locked. Those are all electronically locking. Yeah, the Tacomas, we had to give our customers a 10 like basically a janitor's key ring to unlock and lock everything. Had to improve on that. So make sure you just, minimize, make simpler. You lock, walk away. So nothing on here.
Cool.
Nothing on here is like sheet metal screwed and glued to the carbon box. Everything has hard points designed into the carbon core. So we end up with threaded inserts. So all these fasteners are stainless inserts. So if you want to take that rub rail off, we just grab a Torx fastener, it comes off, goes right back on. Doesn't need to be resealed, doesn't need to be screwed in, isn't going to pull out. Really bomber there. Same with all the windows.
And suspension real quick too. I noticed Bilsteins before we go around.
AEV spec Bilsteins.
Yeah.
All valves custom for this truck.
Remote resi.
Thing drives absolutely incredible. It's got PSC hydraulic steering assist. We were doing on the way from from Reno to Vegas in this thing, averaging about 80, 85. I was doing north of 14 miles per gallon.
Wow.
And that's on a 41-inch IROC, 41 by 14 and a half. On our other chassis over there, we've got the new 40-inch BFG All-Terrain, which is a brand new tire AEV helped BFG come out with. That truck is doing 18 miles a gallon. We're hoping with the BFG on a camper doing 65, you should be doing north of 15.
Wow. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Just the fact this can do 85 chilling is incredible. But at 14.
Between me, you, and all your viewers, we did, on a closed course, of course. We did 104. That's where the limiter hit, driving with our knee.
This thing at 104?
On a closed course, obviously.
On a closed course.
Yeah, of course.
We
mob responsibly.
Yes, of course.
Why would we not?
Yeah, track day,
The rear of the thing's pretty sweet. You can see the tumble home here if you stand and look down it, so you can actually see the curvature of the shell. See how much it pinches in at the top?
Wow.
Where you would actually hit it.
A lot more than you could even see with the eye until you look at the end.
If you stand here, tell me if you can see the cab over. No, it's gone.
Whoa.
It pinches in
Oh
too.
my gosh.
It pinches in like this.
That's like 5-6 inches almost difference, it seems.
Yeah, it pinches, like rolls this way and then the cab over rolls in that way.
Ooh, it's so nice. And I've seen a lot of other campers that'll just kind of boop 45
it's easy. It's because it's easy.
Exactly.
This is hard.
It looks.
So it's a carbon fiber foam core, carbon fiber structure.
Yeah.
With all of our big unique design molds. Well, all the foam core has to be 3D machined to operation to be able to fit into our mold. So if you wanted to build a flat box, you just grab a flat sheet of foam, put it in the mold. Super easy.
Yeah.
To deal with all these contours, have to do a lot of machining.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of design, a lot of engineering, and a lot of time.
Yeah.
But curves are strong, flats are not. There's not an OEM vehicle on the market that has a flat panel on it. You can spin around in a circle. None of these vehicles have a flat section on them.
That's a very good point.
All the boxes are all big flat boxes. So,
yeah.
no, why not try and, you know, building cars? Might as well build cars.
Absolutely, dude. I love it.
Rear bumper, another, you know, kind of a hard engineering feat.
Stupid solid.
Stupid solid.
You're like, wait, how do you get that out? It's like mounted so solid.
Yeah, and you've got a whole machine latch here with a safety pin. Listen to the engagement.
Ooh, yeah.
Shake it.
Oh, yeah.
Pull that safety pin like that. Open that. Pull.
Boom.
Hits its auto stop. On a stainless wear plate so you don't wear through the powder. Got a worm drive winch to get that 140-pound wheel and tire off. Crane arm bolts in there. The design was so that my 5'2" girlfriend could change a tire. That was the goal. Make it super easy.
That's sick.
You know, the thing's drivable, but my mom could drive it.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
How to make sure they could, if you got in a situation,
yeah,
they could take care of themselves.
That is so cool, man.
Box comes out. It's got the same stainless locking pin. You can go one more if you want to get onto your campsite. So if you wanted to have a barbecue in that box or something.
And you're opened up to that with the awning.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and so all this is mounted same thing as everything else in the hard points into the shell itself, which enables us to have 2 pivots, which is great for leverage. As you noticed earlier, how beefy the freaking
I go, look at those arms, like those are huge.
Forged chromoly with stainless uniball, and then it has a polyurethane cap over the uniball, so you can actually tighten the spanner nut and change how the resistance of the swing. So lots of fine tunability.
Wow.
Yeah, all greasable.
Things you just don't even think are possible are literally here in front of you on the truck.
Yeah,
Like, what?
we built all this stuff in-house. Our welder Buster is just an absolute wizard with the MIG torch. If you zoom in on any of those, they're just pure beauty. And then
we'll have to get some B-roll of that.
And then I got a little bit of my own here. I got a little stainless to mild steel TIG that I laid down.
That was you.
Hey baby,
dude, nice.
Just little attention to detail. And then rear bumper is pretty rad. We actually kind of mirrored it off of a AEV Prospector XL rear bumper, but we made it short and stubby, which is kind of neat, kind of unique. Don't really need it full width when you have the integrated skids.
Yeah, and these are separate. Well, these are separate skids that again you can just come slam on.
Yeah.
That's neat, dude.
We built our own custom hitch as well, so you've got 2.5 in the center and then 2 2s on the outside, and that's so if you wanted to do a custom motorcycle carrier, custom luggage rack, custom hammock, you wouldn't get the rattle that you would on a single motorcycle carrier. Just super rad.
I can't imagine how solid that would be with 3 points.
Solid. I mean,
that's
all this
sick.
stuff, dude. I mean, look at just like.
Look at that, he's hanging on it.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
Wow. Wow, dude.
Yeah, keep going around. We got our campsite. Still got all the doors we do ourselves. Even integrate AEV mud flaps, which is another kind of nice thing to have. You don't spray a bunch of stuff all over the vehicle. Kind of sticking with that whole shape. We've got a nice character line across the top of the window, so it goes from the top of that window, top of the door, top of that window into the foil pocket. Just a little detail. We call this guy in the middle a light reflect.
Ooh.
So that big kind of swoopy stripe.
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
Just to break up the wall a bit. And then we do our own hatches and really tried to match the OE level gaps. So with composites, that's pretty hard to do. So do the really tight radiuses on the doors, and we really shoot for that 3/16 OE door gap, just to make the thing look like it belongs, instead of what we call, if you have a composite door and you have 2 big radiuses, like say 2 half-inch radiuses come together, call it a baby's butt. Because it's like 2 big radiuses. So
yeah,
did really nice tight radiuses on the doors, trying to make it look OE basically is the goal. But yeah, integrated grab handle to get into the door, so you've got a pocket in there all built in.
Wow. It's a work of art, man.
Thanks, dude.
Like the amount, like the things that go through your mind to build this, like,
and my team's mind.
It's next level. Well, yeah,
my guys are good.
You are correct. You can't do this alone.
No, absolutely.
Like you've got a hell of a team.
I got good guys.
Yeah.
Good, young, hungry guys. Yeah, really excited. Cannot explain how good it drives. You rode in the I know you thought it rode good.
And I explain it the same way. Like I can't even. It didn't feel like it had a camper, let alone a big like
big
house.
camper. Yeah, and this is 10 times better.
Yeah, that's so cool, man.
And another, you know, cool thing while we got you here, is this is another one of our chassis. So this box is back at our shop right now getting painted. So we do all the paint as well. So we paint all these in-house, but this is what we're calling.
Cool, look at that.
We're calling this carbon integrated rail-on-rail subframe. So what's really neat here is that we don't have to build a full steel subframe because we can engineer the laminate schedule in our carbon fiber in our box to be strong enough to support itself. So a lot of those big like European vehicles like MANs or, you know, the big boxes, they do a similar rail-on-rail subframe, but they have to build a big steel substructure to put the box on because the box itself isn't rigid enough to deal with that twist. So instead of building a 700-pound steel structure here, we're able to build a 150-pound carbon fiber structure that's integrated into the box.
That is so light for how strong that's got to be. Wow.
Yeah, it's, you know, 6 times stronger than steel for the weight. And we cast this urethane isolator, which is like a big body mount. We do that in-house. The cool thing about this system is that 99% of the time while this vehicle's on the road, the camper is loading the entire flat frame rail like Ram wants you to. So if you end up going with a different mounting system, we'll call it, you know, a 3-point or something, you end up with a wing coming off of the chassis here, a wing coming off the chassis on the other side, and then one pivot in the rear. So what basically you do is you have a frame like this, you got 2 mounts up here, 1 mount back here. You start loading that, what happens? It wants to go this way. And then if you get rid of leaf springs, which we have not, AEV's got factory leaf springs here, which work perfectly, but say you get rid of those leaf springs sit like this, right? Get rid of those, put a single point. Now what's happening? This is your airbag, your special spring, whatever it is, that's not a leaf spring, and it's pushing up, and the box is pushing down. Not great for longevity.
No.
So you really want to make sure that you're doing what the OEs say, which is load the chassis evenly. So by us loading the chassis evenly, we're box on frame, and then our leaf springs are still there with a wide support, supporting the whole chassis. And then when this thing does articulate, it does twist quite a bit. So if you look here, look at bumper to cab of truck.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And that's unweighted. So you're seeing maybe 5 to 6 degrees there. With this weighted, from front bumper to rear bumper, you might see 12 degrees of twist. But as this twists, our carbon box, which is the simulating part of the carbon box, this stays perfectly flat and the subframe's allowed to lift off. So we do still create that torsion. So this corner is lifted and
this corner's lifted.
The opposing front corner,
this one's
that one's on and that one's lifted.
Oh my gosh.
And then stainless steel guides and wear plates to bring the thing back down.
Wow.
And then yeah, big cast tapered urethane piece so that when the thing does roll up on edge, it doesn't point load. And then we do a full carbon fiber pass-through piece as well. So we designed and built the mold and built this part in-house. This is all carbon. So we remove the rear window, cut a slot, and we glue in this carbon piece. And you can actually, if I have these keys.
Dude.
Yo, Sal, do you have these keys? Do you hit unlock?
That is
check
like the most thought through.
Just stick your head right
isolation
behind the Truckhouse headrest.
Oh,
carbon.
Oh my gosh.
It's actually carbon.
Wow. Incredible, dude. Wow, just that one piece is so cool.
Hundreds of hours in just that one, dude.
You're blowing my mind,
and we made sure that like when we designed that we matched the stampings. So like this is a stamped piece, so we put the same character details
Oh my gosh.
Not only for aesthetic, but for strength. This is an aero gasket that we had extruded, so this helps with aerodynamics. Not the actual water seal. Yep. And then these are those BFGs I was telling you about. So these are the 40-inch all-terrain, which is a new class of tire. Load range F, 99-mile-an-hour speed limit, super quiet, really good off-road, really great on-road.
That's sweet. Those for an all-terrain, since it's a 40, that's a good lug size.
Yeah.
I dig that.
Yeah, if you're gonna drive, you got to keep in mind that if you're not mobbing as hard as you're spending some time on the asphalt.
Yeah.
You're driving from our shop in Reno to Moab. Your trip's still 98% asphalt. So like those IROCs, they're great, but they're not as good as the BFG if you're going to be driving on the road as much. But yeah, that's kind of what we got going on.
And that's the exterior.
Yeah. And that's some of the exterior. Yeah.
That's just some. Yeah. The
Yeah.
interior's not unveiled yet. When do you think you'll have that in the public eyes?
We're shooting to have one for the next expo, which I believe is up in Oregon.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So Redmond in what, a month or a month and a half, something like that.
That's the goal. So it's in the works right now. It's a more refined version of what we did previously. It's going to be all composite, super light, some beautiful wood veneer work, all state-of-the-art appliances, Victron stuff, Garmin solid-state switching, 48-volt battery system. These trucks have 48-volt alternators now, so it's basically a generator. I think our interiors we did previously, like, that's what really, people see the truck and be like, wow, it's cool, and then look inside and be like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I think we've upped the level of the exterior, and we're going to up the level of the interior.
Yeah. Wow, dude, it's amazing to see how far you've come. It's like, I just imagine every day you're just pushing to get here and to have like, I don't know. It's so cool how much you think about the way the truck was designed, what Ram wanted for the truck. And, you know, a lot of camper companies just like, I don't think they connect those dots.
Yeah, I mean, little
and
things,
that's why this is so...
Little things are kind of cool. Like, so this steel ring I'm touching here that goes around the cab.
Yeah.
So this is a part that's called out by Ram if we built this into an ambulance.
Oh.
So if we removed this rear wall completely, they require this exact spec trim ring that we built, even with correct terminology right here. You see this little bend in it?
Yeah.
Ram calls
wow.
Ram calls that a joggle. So you need a joggle there. So we made a die to stamp that joggle into that part.
Yeah.
But we're not removing the whole rear wall. But Ram says if you do, you need this ring. We put it in anyway. Even though we're doing this carbon piece that's stronger than the window and the steel that was there, it's like we're reading the fine print of what these OEMs want. They have bigger budgets than us. They have more engineers than us. They have testing facilities. We need to listen.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's, you know, we want these things. The cool thing about a 3500 versus a 5500 is this doesn't have to go to a commercial dealership. You can pull right into any Ram dealership. They have the ability to work on it. It's not the big, you know, 10 lug axles of a 5500. We don't need military tires. It's that thing sitting right there is just north of 10,000 pounds without the interior in it. When it's all said and done, it'll be south of 12,000 pounds. Should give you enough capacity to have 1,000 pounds of gear and tow a 10,000 pound trailer. That's a big difference. Also, that truck right there is 22.5 feet long and only 10'8" high. Another big difference if you compare to some of the bigger rigs.
10'8" is not very tall.
And that's cool about this subframe is instead of building a big steel structure that's this tall and mounting our box to it, our box is contoured to fit in these rails. So we're able to save that much height overall and open up more free space, more standing room, lower roof height.
Dude, it's incredible, man. Like,
I appreciate it.
Yeah, dude, and I appreciate you showing us and taking the time.
The only thing
it's incredible. I can't wait to ride in it.
I can't wait to go camping, dude. That's where we're screwing up. You know, when we took that to Tacoma Mountain, we're like, dude, we'll go camping someday. I never did. Not even myself. Yeah. Like, we just kept working. So, goal is to go camping. Once you get your new rig.
Yeah, dude.
Secret new rig.
Yeah,
we'll go camping.
Heck yeah, dude. I can't wait.
Give me a hug, bud.
Dude. Oh, for sure, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Like, over the years, just, you know, we were both building Sun Raiders. Well, I was like trying to.
You were building a Sun Raider.
I was, yeah. I did some fiberglass work. You coached me on the wraparound windows, just like everyone.
Via DMs.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, how do I do this? I'll DM you the instructions, dog. No problem.
Yeah, man. So appreciate that. But like seeing that thing in the end was jaw dropping. And then you're like, well, we need to make Tacomas. We need to make
modern Sun Raider.
And now this, like, I just can't imagine what we're gonna see next year.
Yeah. Sky's the limit, dude.
Yeah. Well, thanks for showing us. Comment what you guys think. Follow Truckhouse. Yeah. Instagram.
Yeah, truckhouse.co, truckhouse.co. Google us. You'll find us. Got some videos on YouTube. And always be ready to mob, dude.
Yeah, dude. Tell them Down to Mob sent you.
Yeah, Down to Mob.
Yeah, dude. So clearly, Matt and the team at Truckhouse are down to mob. The only question is, are you down to mob? A Truckhouse.